The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
So we have some Summerfest tickets for July 4th weekend coming up in about 15 minutes, just after 8 o'clock. So make sure you're here for that. That's an incredible weekend of shows. I mean, you're going to get like Mount Joy, AJR. We just played them a little bit ago. They're going to be performing. The Wallflowers, Living Color, Cracker, among a bunch of other bands. So you'll be at Summerfest from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Make a great birthday gift if you win the tickets, too. And it was Kenzie's kid Tristan's birthday over the weekend. 10, man, 10.
I cannot believe it.
He's a 10. I'm not going to play the Varsity Blues clip and get in trouble again. But happy birthday to Tristan. And it's funny because Kenzie told us something that he really wanted. And I think it's so weird in the world we're in now of the level of gifts that a 10-year-old could get, you know? Like with the video game stuff or whatever. You could get this really expensive, monstrous gift for a 10-year-old today that would go nuts. The things they demand, or want anyway, I should say.
Yeah, it was weird. There's like this new trend, and I'm sure a lot of people know it. Logan Paul teamed up with, I don't know, somebody else, and they created a drink called Prime.
Yes.
Now, Prime, I'm not talking about the energy drinks, because I never love energy drinks, but like these Prime, it's like the new version of Gatorade, right? And I cannot believe how much kids want them. Like, obsession. So, Prime released some limited edition bottles, like a Dodgers one. And so I seriously don't even know. They're $14 a piece.
What?
This is what was on his birthday list, is like these couple different flavors. It was about $100 worth of drinks because they were $14 a piece of these. I go, you want $100 of your birthday gifts to be beverages? Like, just because they're in a different plastic bottle, because I'm sure the flavors aren't that unique. So normally you can get one for like $2.
Yeah.
You want to spend $14 on it. What are you going to do with this bottle?
Is he going to drink it or just put it on like the bedroom wall or something like that?
I mean, they're going to drink it. But so then he got like one. Okay. Because like, we're not spending all your birthday money on drinks. And I have you open beverages all night for your birthday. So he brings it to his baseball game. All these kids knew what it was. They're like, oh, you had the Dodgers bottle? Can I have the bottle when you're done? Like, they're all freaking out because of a plastic bottle.
Hey, good for them.
So entertained.
I'm like, what is going on? Who cares? It's just crazy to me how I never expected them to get, like, so amped up over a beverage.
A drink.
And what's weird about it is, okay, you can relate to this. I don't know if Case can.
Okay.
When cable TV used to be all you could watch, there was no streaming. So there was commercials for things. And that's how they really became, that's how every kid knew about the same thing, because it was a commercial on TV. So there's always a really popular toy. Bratz dolls were popular for me because there's a commercial, right? And everybody loved them. But it's like, where are you guys all seeing Prime be cool? Because like my son doesn't have social media.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you seeing that makes it popular and cool? And like, I know for girls, right now it's like Stanley Cups, right? I feel like Prime is to young boys as Stanley Cups are to young girls. Where are you seeing this if you don't have social media?
Because I was going to say, probably watching YouTube, because I've never seen a Prime TV commercial.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know the last time I saw a TV commercial because we stream everything.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how they're all on the same page and there's no commercials. Like,
well, it's just like the Stanley Cups. His friends have it, like you said, and then he just wants one too.
I could not believe when he showed up, everyone's like, that limited edition bottle? Where are you guys getting notified about the drops of these bottles? You're 10. Who told you?
I love him walking in with the bottle, and everybody's like, it goes, yes, and they all crowd over like he hit a home run.
Well,
There's
they
all around him.
asked him, like, get the bottle when you're done, get the bottle when you're done. I'm like, what is going on? I'm
That's
like,
hilarious.
Okay. Yeah, it's so weird.
Now, $14 is a lot for a drink, but however, it's pretty good for a birthday gift. Cool, you're done.
Well, I didn't get him just a beverage.
Oh, damn. That's what I was hoping for.
No.
Chime in here, though, 312-591-8300, because this was very relatable when I heard this, and it made me think about things like that, the weird obsession you had when you were young over something. Like whatever it was, chime in and say what that was for you, because as Kenzie, as a mom, can't understand why he cares about a Prime drink with a, whatever it is, the limited edition bottle.
I can't. And like the Stanley Cup thing blew my mind that the 10-year-old girls are like, a cup. It's like, really? I don't know, man. Did you have a weird obsession?
Well, it's not so weird, but because now it's so normal. But when the Air Jordans first came out, I was obsessed. I was an Adidas guy. I wore Adidas when I played, basketball. And when those first Nike commercial with Jordan in them came out,
Right.
I mean, obviously, everybody wanted them, right? But at that time, it didn't feel like that. I took my Adidas and bought black and red Sharpies and colored them like the Air Jordans, the black, red, and white Air Jordans, because we couldn't afford the Air Jordans. And I wasn't going to get them, by working or whatever at that point. And I wanted them so bad, I just made my Adidas with Sharpies, my Air Jordans. And, of course, that didn't play very well with my crowd of kids some of the kids got the Air Jordans. And I wanted them so bad, I never got them.
And maybe it's me just being like, well, of course, shoes are cool.
Right.
But
at the
maybe
time,
that's just because that's what we liked, I guess. But that makes sense. You would wear them every day and then look good. It's like you just are dying to drink out of this plastic bottle once.
Yeah, Air Jordans were like $200. That wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Case, did you have something like that in your life?
I did. When Axe body spray came out with their chocolate scented
Oh
spray,
my gosh.
right?
I remember that commercial with the girls chasing the guy.
With the guy who was made of chocolate, and they would take bites of the guy
and
made of
lick
chocolate.
their fingers and stuff. Oh my
Yes.
God.
So that came out right around the age where I had to start wearing deodorant. Because Kenzie, I don't.
When was that, last week?
You probably should have started earlier than that. If that commercial resonated with you, it was already too late.
I don't know. Kenzie, does your 10-year-old wear deodorant?
No.
Exactly. Okay, so I was like 10
I feel
or
like that's
11.
a junior high thing. He's not in junior high yet.
Okay.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
kids
don't
can
know.
get stinky. Kids, they don't care.
Hey,
He
kids
is
be
starting to
stinky.
smell. Now they bring it
And
up.
they don't care. No one cares. No girl says, "Oh, that boy is stinky." They just go, "He's a stinky boy." That's what it is.
They all are like that.
Yeah, no one cares when you're. That's great when you're that age range. You can stink and no one cares.
Yeah.
That's such a funny way of looking at childhood. Is that that's the time in your life where you could be stinky?
Oh, I miss those days. I could just be a stinky
Now
boy.
we're disgusted by you.
Oh God. Ugh.
But the chocolate Axe came out right when it was like, hey, you got to start taking care of yourself. Self-hygiene is really important. I was like, you don't have to tell me. Let's whip out the chocolate Axe and I'll start spraying. And it was like a 3-month battle to get my parents to get me this chocolate Axe spray because they wanted me to use Right Guard or Old Spice or whatever.
Right Guard.
And
Wow.
I was like, you guys don't understand. Look at these commercials. There are women literally eating this man. That's what I want. That's my
No.
future right here.
You're like, the dove doesn't do that. I
Yeah.
don't want a white bird offering me peace. That's what I'm looking
Dove
for.
Men's Plus Care is not getting anybody eaten alive by
Yeah.
hot women in the streets.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I know.
It's a shame. It didn't work out.
So the chocolate Axe was probably the closest thing that I have to what kids now have with Prime drinks.
Wow. Nikki's checking in, and I believe she has the same problem you have, Kenzie. Nikki,
no.
ahoy, welcome in.
Ahoy, good morning.
Yes.
So, happy birthday to Kenzie's little dude. Mine will be 10 next month, but he plays baseball too. And last season, his team was the Dodgers. And one of the moms ordered a whole case of the Dodgers Prime, so every kid got one. And it is now stored with all of our jerseys and game balls as a collectible.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
And now she can't send her kid to college because she bought that case. You know? It's crazy.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We do have those Summerfest tickets coming up in minutes, seconds even. Just stay here. We want to get to everybody who chimed in. That's what we're going to do first. And then we'll give away those Summerfest tickets for July 4th weekend, which are incredible with AJR, the Wallflowers, Living Color, Cracker, so many amazing bands, and just obviously fun. It's July 4th weekend at Summerfest, forget it. So those are coming up. Stay here. We want to get you guys conversations here about stuff that when you were a kid you were obsessed with. Kenzie brought up her son Tristan turned 10 years old, and he was obsessed with Prime, not the energy drink, but the Gatorade. I always just, in my head, it was just an energy drink. I didn't know they had the other.
It's not the Gatorade because Gatorade's a brand. It's a drink like Gatorade
Yeah.
that people Gatorade's probably living.
The power drink, whatever you want to call
Yes,
it.
totally.
To hydrate you.
Because a few people were like, isn't that like drink under investigation? There's an energy drink.
Yeah.
He's not having energy drinks. He's 10. But
He's
this
got
is like a
enough-
Gatorade.
He's got
type.
enough energy. He don't need anything.
Oh, amen. I'm looking for a downer. You know what I'm saying?
Like a sort of a scissor type
I'm like,
drink.
is there chamomile in this Prime by chance?
That's a really good
Unbelievable.
question. Why didn't they make something to calm kids down?
Amen.
A
And then
drink.
market it to them.
I mean, I
That
know
feels dangerous. That feels like I get in the hands of the wrong person.
Well, some people would say Benadryl. Take some right out. Well, don't give your
I'm
kids
not going to give them
Benadryl.
a cup of Benadryl.
No.
Hey, kid, take this. You'll
Take
get
this
sleepy.
for baseball.
So, Case brought up that he craved as a kid the Axe body spray chocolate flavor.
Yeah.
Or chocolate scent.
That I craved it. That's such a funny way to put that.
Spray in his mouth.
Yeah. So a first-time texter, George, texted in from Garfield Ridge. Appreciate you joining the party. Said, yes, I still buy Axe chocolate spray. Now, Case, there's even a bigger can available.
That's huge because I didn't know it was still in production. I just went to Amazon. I can get a 4-pack of deodorant stick Dark Temptation for $30. What
Wow.
a steal.
Well, I just went to their website for the body's spray deodorant, Dark Temptation, for a 1 4-ounce. It's $10.99, so you're saving $10 that way,
Oh,
right?
my goodness.
So you should get that.
That's really such a value.
I have to say that I would think the number one text we got for things that people were obsessed with is Tamagotchis.
Oh, yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
remember that? Oh, I had a Tamagotchi cat. Loved that cat. Hate when he died.
Oh, that's too bad. Abby checked in, too. I always wanted an iPod Touch, and my grandparents got me one. And friends of mine borrowed it when we went to the beach once. They claimed they, quote, left it there and forgot it, end quote.
Oh.
Never offered to replace it because I'm more positive than that they stole it from me. Of course they stole it from me.
Yeah, of course.
An
You
iPod-
shouldn't talk to those people.
The iPod Touches were awesome. Yeah, it's too bad.
There were different colors. Remember when you got to like pick everyone? It was such a choice. Like, what color were we going to go with?
God, they were
I had a hard
crazy.
time with that.
iPods.
And then you think about like all the apps, because that was really the first thing that like kids had that you could get apps on.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm going to get the pool game and I guess you can like stream YouTube on this thing.
I
It's just,
sucked at playing games with the little spinny thing. I'm not good at it. Not good at it.
I would have thought you were awesome at it.
Nope. I
so-
have very fat fingers.
So again, those Summerfest tickets are coming up in just a second, but want to get to you guys. Brooke's checking in from Grays Lake. Brooke, ahoy, what's up?
Ahoy, good morning. How are you guys?
Great. So what were you obsessed with as a kid?
So in middle school, everybody wanted silly bands.
yep.
So it was like you would stack them all the way up to your elbow and like it was just a lot.
all the
Looking back,
different
like, why did I do
shapes.
that?
Yes, all the different shapes. Like I was there's a million like animal shapes and everything.
Yes. And they had like specialty packs for like football teams or celebrities or things like that.
Yeah.
And you would trade them with your friends. But then like my parents would get really upset when I would trade them because they're like, we spent money on those. Why are you trading them for something that's less expensive?
Yeah, we bought you a specialty pack because you asked for it.
Right. Not for you to give to your friends.
Amen.
Do you know what
F
your
those friends.
You know your father goes to the factory every day to put food on the table and get these silly bands for you?
God.
Pretty much.
Well, thanks for checking in. We appreciate you. Malcolm is checking in from Arlington Heights. What's up, Malcolm? Ahoy.
How's it going? I'll do you one better. In 5th grade, I remember silly bands, but studded belts.
Oh,
You can get them expensive. They fell apart all the time.
Oh man.
yeah, I like as a girl, you'd wear them over your shirt. Do you remember that?
Yes, it's a good look.
Yeah, it was a good look.
Wild.
Yeah, it was just the belt over the shirt, like instead of in the belt loops.
Oh, I like that.
Because I was Avril Lavigne.
Of course you were.
That's how I dressed going to her show.
Or you were a body double.
Hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend.
Is that what you sang when you wore your studded belt there, bud?
Yeah, absolutely.
Malcolm, did you sing that?
Oh yeah, every time, every day.
She was a queen.
That just makes me miss the store alley the alley that used to be by Wrigley Field, south of Wrigley Field, which was incredible. The place was open till like 4 a.m, and if you were out drinking, you just ended up going to the alley and.
Buying a studded belt.
Oh, well, they had studded belts. They had all kinds of, they had cop jackets, the cop Chicago leather jackets. They had every kind of alternative gear. People know it. It still exists online, but the store itself, it's where that Target is now, and it was as big as a Target.
Damn sellouts.
I know. Yeah. Got to feed their kids, so they sold the store.
Unbelievable.
Sucks. We'll take one more. Joni's checking in. And keep texting in, by the way. There's some hilarious ones coming through. Joni, what's up, ahoy?
Hi. If you wanted, how you talked about the Axe spray, we always wore Love Spell by Victoria's Secret.
Mm-hmm.
That was just all high school, all girls. If you wanted to be noticed or seen, that's what you wore.
Do you remember the glittery ones that they had at Victoria's Secret too?
Yes, the
Oh, my
body
gosh.
glitter. Oh, so much glitter.
So much glitter. I still really like glitter.
I have a feeling Joni and Kenzie are going to lunch today to talk about this a little bit. Well, thank you for checking in. We appreciate it. And let's get on the phones. Let's get this done here. I said 8. We're a little bit late here. 312-591-8300. Call now for Summerfest tickets. Okay, that's got Mount Joy, AJR, Wallflowers, Living Color, Crackers, so many bands, but really just July 4th weekend Summerfest up there in Milwaukee's unbelievable. What an experience. Caller 10, you get the tickets.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now we got our winner for the Summerfest tickets, but hang tight because at 8:20 here, before we get to Kenzie's crimes, we will give you the keyword to get to the Austin City Limits Music Festival, a VIP trip to see Blink-182, Foster the People, Cannons, so many more. So that keyword is coming up here at 8:20 in about 7 minutes. We're moving this over to social, by the way, the stuff that you were obsessed with a kid, when you were a kid. And we got another first-time texter in, Scott from Naperville. He said, had a girlfriend that just had to have a Cabbage Patch doll. The only reason I obtained one is my brother had a girlfriend who worked at a toy store, and she took one right off the truck for me.
Ew.
Stole a Cabbage Patch Kid.
5-second rule. It fell on the ground.
And that's really old, those things. And it's like they were so hard to get, just like a lot of this stuff is. But I mean, they were out. They were impossible to get. So stealing one off a truck sounds like the right move.
Also, you're talking about the alley, like the iconic store. We thought it was just online. It moved.
So
It's kind of near like Roscoe Village and Fletcher Street.
They do still have a store, and it is cool, and you should support it because it's the best place, and they live online as well. But just that old store that was monstrous and had different rooms, and you go back there, and just like the leather pants that I always wanted to buy, but I was too scared to buy leather pants.
You wanted leather pants.
I did.
I get it. This is a separate entity in and of itself, but I've watched Social Distortion play 2 out of the last 3 nights, and they've got their pompadours and their tight white T-shirts, and all I can think is, man, if only I had the guts to wear that. And leather pants is in that same ballpark.
You would have loved that store, the alley. The T-shirts were ridiculous in there.
I'll tell you what. It's very frustrating, I think. I think as a guy, if you get in a disagreement with somebody and you're wearing leather pants.
Explain.
I just imagine how angry you get, Case, like in certain emails. Like if Riot Fest releases their lineup, it doesn't tell us.
Heads will roll.
Yeah. And you're in leather pants, and now you gotta walk down the hallway and go argue with somebody. Just imagine how uncomfortable. You're no longer in like an authority position.
I would like to see our guys double features Photoshop Case with leather pants on, but no shirt on as well.
Oh, so I look like Scott Weiland of STP? That's his career.
A Chippendales dancer.
Yeah, let's get on that.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.